Welcome to Speaking Practice. Today we're going to practice shopping in English, asking for things, finding items in a shop, and paying. Here's how it works. I'll ask you a question, then you'll hear a pause. During the pause, answer out loud. After the pause, you'll hear a model answer. Don't worry if your answer is different. There are many good ways to answer. We'll start easy with short answers, and then move to longer descriptions. Ready? Let's go. Let's warm up with some quick answers. One sentence is enough. Where do you buy food, at a grocery or at a chemist's?
You buy food at a grocery.
What do you call the person who buys things in a shop?
That's a customer.
Where do you buy medicine, at a supermarket or at a chemist's?
You buy medicine at a chemist's.
You want a sandwich in a cafe. How do you ask politely?
Can I have a sandwich, please?
You need to send a letter. What do you need to buy?
I need to buy some stamps.
Your remote control doesn't work. What does it need?
It needs new batteries.
You pay £10, but the price is $7. How much change do you get?
I get £3 change.
You want to know the price of a book. What do you ask?
How much is this book?
You're a shop assistant. A customer has finished. What do you ask? Do they want anything more?
Anything else?
You don't have cash. How do you ask if you can pay by card?
Can I pay by card?
What do you call a person who works in a shop and helps customers?
That's a shop assistant.
You're a shop assistant. You give a customer their bag. What do you say?
Here you are.
You want to find the cafe in a big shop. What do you ask?
Where's the cafe?
When you say, please, and, thank you, what kind of person are you?
You're a polite person.
Great warm-up. Now let's try longer answers. Now try to answer with 2 or 3 sentences. Take your time. You're in a supermarket and you can't find the batteries. What do you say to the shop assistant? Ask where they are and how much they cost.
Excuse me, where are the batteries? And how much are they?
You're in a chemist's. You have a cold and need medicine. Ask the shop assistant for help and ask the price.
Have you got any medicine for a cold? How much is it?
You're a shop assistant. A customer wants 5 stamps. Give them the stamps and ask if they need anything more.
Here you are, 5 stamps. Anything else?
You're at a cafe in a supermarket. Order a coffee and a cheese sandwich. Then ask where you pay.
Can I have a coffee and a cheese sandwich, please? Where do I pay?
A customer gives you £20. The price is £12. Tell them the total and the change.
That's £12, please. And that's £8 change.
You're paying for something. The shop assistant asks, cash or card? You want to pay by card, and you'd like a bag too. What do you say?
Card, please. And can I have a bag, please?
What's the difference between a grocery, a supermarket, and a market? Describe each one briefly.
A grocery is a small shop that sells food. A supermarket is a large shop that sells food and other things. A market is a place where people sell things, often outside.
You're a shop assistant. A customer is looking for some medicine. The medicine is over there, on the second shelf. Tell the customer where it is and ask how many they would like.
The medicine is over there, on the second shelf. How many would you like?
You want to buy some pens and a book. Ask about the price of both.
How much are these pens? And how much is this book?
You're a polite shop assistant. A customer is ready to pay. The total is £6.50. Ask them how they want to pay and offer them a bag.
That's £6.50, please. Cash or card? Would you like a bag?
Excellent. You're doing really well. Now let's try something bigger. Now, a bigger challenge. Try to say 4 to 6 sentences. I'll give you a hint about what to include. Try to mention asking for the item, asking the price, paying, and asking for a bag. You're in a chemist's. You have a stomach ache and you need medicine. Have a full conversation with the shop assistant, from start to finish.
Hello, have you got any medicine for a stomach ache? Oh, it's over there? Thank you. Can I have this one, please? How much is that? Okay, can I pay by card? And would you like a bag? Yes, please. Thank you.
Good. Now try again. Use some ideas from the model answer if you like. Try to mention what you need to buy, which shops you visit, how you ask for things, and how you pay. You need to buy 3 things today: stamps, batteries, and medicine. Tell me about your shopping trip. Which shops do you go to and what do you say in each one?
First, I go to the supermarket for batteries. I ask the shop assistant, where are the batteries? Then I buy some stamps at the same shop. I say, can I have 5 stamps, please? After that, I go to the chemist's because I need some medicine for a cold. I ask, have you got any medicine for a cold? I pay by card everywhere.
Good. Now try again. Use some ideas from the model answer if you like. Try to mention the type of shop, what the shop assistant does, what the customer asks, and how they pay. Imagine you're a shop assistant in a grocery. A customer comes in and wants to buy a few things. Describe what happens in the conversation.
A customer comes into the grocery. She asks, can I have a cheese sandwich, please? I say, here you are. Anything else? She says she needs some batteries too. I tell her the batteries are over there. She comes back and asks, how much is that? I say, that's £5.25, please. Cash or card? She pays by card and I give her a bag.
Good. Now try again. Use some ideas from the model answer if you like. That was fantastic. One more section to go. Now let's talk about your real life. There's no right or wrong answer here, just practice speaking. Think about which shops you go to, what you usually buy, how you pay, and whether you prefer big supermarkets or small shops. Tell me about your weekly shopping. Where do you go and what do you buy? Here's an example of how I would answer this.
Every Saturday, I go to the supermarket to buy food for the week. I also go to the market sometimes because the fruit is fresh there. I usually pay by card at the supermarket, but I take cash to the market. I like small shops too. There's a nice grocery near my house where the shop assistant is very polite and helpful.
Now try one more time with your own answer. Think about where you were, what you needed, what you said, and whether the shop assistant was helpful. Tell me about a time you needed to ask for help in a shop. What happened? Here's an example of how I would answer this.
Last week, I was in a big supermarket and I needed some batteries. I couldn't find them anywhere. So I asked a shop assistant, sorry, where are the batteries? She said they were on the second floor. I went there and found them. I also bought some medicine for a cold because the chemist's was closed. I paid by card and the shop assistant gave me a bag. She was very polite.
Now try one more time with your own answer. Amazing work. You just practiced shopping in English, from single phrases all the way to full conversations. That's real progress. A tip for you: next time you go shopping, try to think of the English words for everything around you. Customer, shop assistant, cash, card, change. It's great practice. See you next time on Speaking Practice. Keep talking.